In the wake of a challenging 2023, hopes were high for a more optimistic 2024 in China. However, an unexpected development unfolded at the beginning of the year, shedding light on China's deepening disconnect from the global stage. Sources reveal that a substantial number of foreigners continue to exit China, signaling a notable decline in the foreign population within the country. The percentages have even fallen significantly behind those of impoverished nations like Laos and Cambodia, underscoring a trend that few had anticipated. The number of foreigners in China is rapidly decreasing. Recently, the executive director of the Sino-US Center for Cultural Exchange revealed astonishing data during a speech. The long-term foreign residents in China have sharply decreased over the past decade. The number of Americans has dropped from 71,000 to 55,000, a 23% decline, and the French have decreased from 15,000 to 9,000, a 40% decline. Shanghai, as one of China's most international cities, had 208,000 foreign residents in 2011, but by 2021, it had reduced to 163,000, a 20% decrease. Looking at the proportion of foreign residents nationwide, it is now only 0.05%. To put this into perspective, Laos has a foreign resident proportion of around 0.8%, and Cambodia is at 0.5%. This means that China is not as attractive as Laos and Cambodia, let alone compared to Japan and South Korea. Similarly, wealthy individuals are leaving, and the presence of tycoons is either in the United States or Japan. The massive outflow of talent and wealth has a significant impact on the domestic economy. The consumption power that was originally in the country has been transferred out, contributing to insufficient domestic demand. While we may not be able to intervene in the departure of foreigners, we must make every effort to prevent the collective emigration of Chinese tycoons. On one hand, we need to improve the domestic investment environment to retain high-end talent better. On the other hand, private entrepreneurs should not forget who helped them start from scratch and the historical mission of achieving common prosperity. Since Wanda Group plunged into crisis, its founder, Wang Jianlin, has sold 10 Wanda plazas in a little over a year. On January 20th, the topic, Wang Jianlin has sold 10 Wanda plazas, trended on mainland social media platforms. According to mainland corporate information platforms, on the 19th, there was a business change in Fujian Xi'an Wanda Plaza Business Management Limited Company. The wholly owned shareholder, Zhuhai Wanda Business Management Group Limited Company, withdrew, replaced by Xi'an Xinjiang Real Estate Limited Company. The legal representative also changed from Xi'an to Jinyai. Interface News reported that Xi'an Wanda Plaza Business Management Limited Company is affiliated with Wanda Group. The new owner, Xi'an Jin Shangjiang Real Estate Limited Company, was established on April 13, 2011, with legal representative Wu Chengkun and no affiliation with Wanda. Before the change in ownership of Xiamen Wanda Plaza, several Wanda plazas in China had already undergone changes in shareholders. For example, from December 25th to 29th, 2023, in just 5 days, 4 Wanda plazas in Jiangsu Tikang, Huzhou, Guangzhou Luogang, and Shanghai Jinshan were intensively transferred and taken over by companies related to Suzhou Lianshang, all fully owned by Zhonglian Canyuan Real Estate Fund Management Limited Company. Wanda Group has transferred 10 Wanda plazas to ease its liquidity pressure. While Wang Jianlin is selling plazas, he is also establishing a new company. Reports revealed that after Zhuhai Wanda Business Management and investment partner Taimi Investment signed a new investment agreement in mid-December last year, there have been recent developments. On January 16, Dalian Wanda Commercial Management Group Limited Company, Wanda Commercial Management, added external investment and established Dalian Zimza Alliance Business Management Limited Company. The report suggests that Wang Jianlin's continuous sale of Wanda plazas and ongoing collaboration with other strategic investment entities have secured the spark for the continued listing of Wanda Commercial Management. Wang Jianlin, once the richest man on the mainland, lost the top spot in 2020, and since then, his assets have been continuously shrinking after the debt crisis of Dalian Wanda Group in 2023. Besides selling plazas, Wang Jianlin has repeatedly sold his equity and cashed in, including the sale of Shanghai Wanda Hotels, among others. Shenzhen toy industry faces crisis. Dachi Huaxing shutdown rings alarm bells due to the significant impact of the U.S.-China trade war and the stringent COVID-19 control measures imposed by the Chinese government on the country's economy. Numerous toy manufacturing companies are withdrawing from Shenzhen. Recently, Shenzhen Dachi Huaxing Electronic Xi'an's limited company announced a halt in production. This well-established Hong Kong-funded toy factory, in operation for nearly 30 years, has served as an OEM original equipment manufacturer for globally renowned toy companies such as Disney. On January 13, Dachi Huaxing issued a notice stating that in recent years, the company has faced severe operational pressure due to adverse conditions related to the pandemic and the current economic environment. The company has been running at a loss for a long time, with no improvement in its financial situation. Consequently, starting January 12, 2024, the company will cease production and all staff will be disbanded. As per the official website, Dachi Huaxing Electronic Shenzhen Limited Company is headquartered in Hong Kong and established its mainland factory in Longgang District, Shenzhen, in 1994, employing over 2,000 people. The company's products are exported to countries such as Europe, the United States, and Japan. Dachi Huaxing is a globally renowned, high-end electronic toy manufacturer that integrates design, research and development, production, and sales. The company specializes in producing plastic electronic toys, remote-controlled toys, electric toys, and advanced electronic consumer products. Its clientele includes globally recognized toy companies such as Mattel, Hasbro, Tommy, and Disney. According to annual reports, the number of Social Security contributors disclosed by Dachi Huaxing Shenzhen from 2016 to 2019 has consistently decreased, indicating a significant decline in the number of employees, business scale, and revenue. The pandemic has exacerbated the company's challenges. Since the 1980s, driven by investments from Hong Kong-funded enterprises, Shenzhen's toy industry has become one of the earliest processing industries in the city. However, in recent years, various costs in mainland China, including labor, rent, social security, and environmental protection, have continued to rise, particularly after the outbreak of the U.S.-China trade war and the stringent control measures implemented by the Chinese authorities during the pandemic. The manufacturing industry in China has suffered significant losses, with reduced orders, internal price pressures, declining factory profits, and measures such as layoffs, furloughs, shutdowns, and relocations becoming the norm. Many toy manufacturing companies in China are relocating from Shenzhen or Guangdong province to regions with lower operating costs, such as Southeast Asia, South Asia, and Mexico. Notable examples include Hong Kong Sunrise International, the world's largest toy manufacturer, officially leaving Shenzhen in March 2020. Hong Kong-based Biofada Toy had Shenzhen Limited Company announcing the closure of its factory in January 2020. The major OEM factory Hongcheng Toy Shenzhen Limited Company, a subsidiary of the second-largest U.S. toy producer Hasbro, officially leaving Shenzhen in March 2019. And Shenzhen Nanling Toy Products Limited Company, a subsidiary of the American group Mattel, abruptly announcing closure in August 2018, catching employees and suppliers off guard. Do you know how many people became unemployed in 2023? I used to think that layoffs had nothing to do with me, but I didn't really understand until the end of last year when some departments in our company started downsizing. Many of us in Suzhou, who were working in loans, were enthusiastically serving customers one day, and the next day we received a message from the team that there were layoffs. Currently, many companies are facing a downturn with declining performance. Due to not meeting the bank's admission requirements, many clients are being rejected. I have a friend who has been unemployed for 6 months and hasn't found a job. Many young people have chosen to work in the food delivery and express delivery industry. So, I think having a job that pays the salary on time every month is already pretty good, don't you think? In recent years, mainland China has experienced an unprecedented wave of talent and capital outflows, making the domestic situation precarious. According to the latest statistical data until 2024, the scale of the outflow of foreign residents from mainland China has reached a staggering 50%. The phenomenon behind this reveals many worrisome issues, triggering concerns and reflections across various sectors of society. Firstly, the massive loss of the foreign population implies that mainland China is losing recognition and attractiveness on the international stage. This may reflect strong dissatisfaction with China's domestic and foreign policies, indicating a rapid decline in global trust in China. For a country claiming global ascendancy, this is undoubtedly a heavy blow, raising questions about China's international image and reputation. Secondly, the migration of wealthy individuals overseas is an unsettling sign. This phenomenon not only reflects a lack of confidence among the domestic affluent class in China's future, but also underscores deficiencies in mainland China's investment environment and social stability. The departure of wealthy individuals with their assets and families signifies skepticism about China's economic and social prospects, serving as a serious warning for China's development. Thirdly, the large-scale outflow of talent and wealth will have profound effects on the economic development of mainland China. Talent is a nation's most precious resource, and such significant outflows mean China is losing many outstanding minds and innovative forces. This directly weakens China's competitiveness in the fields of technology, economy, and culture, making it challenging for China to maintain a leading position on the international stage. Simultaneously, the outflow of wealth directly harms mainland China's economic foundation. The departure of wealthy individuals implies a reduction in domestic capital and an unstable investment environment, leading to reduced job opportunities, an economic slowdown, and potentially social unrest, posing severe challenges to China's economy. All of these issues stem from the accumulated problems and contradictions within the country. Additionally, the massive departure of foreigners has caused panic and insecurity in domestic society, with concerns about the economic situation and social. This sense of panic may lead to social instability, increasing the government's control difficulty and bringing a series of pressures and tests to China's political system. After the departure of a large number of foreigners, China's real economy has also plummeted, and there is a clear degradation in consumer spending, especially among the working class, facing the dilemma of not being able to afford meals. Recently, Chinese farmers are facing unprecedented challenges, with their livelihoods severely impacted. Government land confiscation policies have left many farmers with no place to stand, as they once fled rural areas seeking job opportunities in big cities. However, now even those opportunities are becoming increasingly scarce. The economic downturn has led to unemployment among many farmers, resulting in a large population wandering the streets, creating a worrying situation. The government's forced land reclamation has stripped farmers of their survival base. Once enthusiastic about agricultural production, they are now forced to leave their hometowns, facing a grim reality. Many farmers once flocked to big cities, hoping for prosperity and opportunities. However, these expectations have been shattered by the economic downturn. With fewer and fewer job opportunities in big cities, farmers find themselves increasingly insignificant in the vast urban system, and the impact of economic decline goes far beyond this. The noticeable decline in consumption levels has left supermarkets and shopping malls empty, becoming desolate scenes. Consumer purchasing power has been significantly impacted, reducing demand for daily necessities. The excess of goods on supermarket shelves and the closure of shops and malls create an image of a weakened economy. Large companies are not exempt from the economic downturn, with frequent news of layoffs, due to the need to cut costs to cope with market uncertainties. This chain reaction reflects a drastic reduction in employment opportunities, and a wave of unemployment is sweeping in. Many families are facing fragmentation due to the loss of their main source of income, and living conditions are becoming increasingly dire. Farmers, supermarkets, large companies, these elements that once constituted the backbone of Chinese society and the economy are now facing severe tests in the economic downturn. Government land policies and economic decline have further worsened social problems. The plight of wandering farmers, the sharp decline in consumption, the wave of corporate layoffs. These intertwined problems constitute the gloom of China's current economic situation.